We have a moose hide satchel. Was it necessary? Probably not. Did we do it anyway? Yeah. Yeah, we did. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of the Long Dark in our Against All Challenges meta series, where we are taking on the Nomad challenge. And I'm now pretty stinking excited. I will probably go ahead and pass some time until the sunrise here. Hang on, where's the bed? There's the bed. Yep. Let's pass some time. And also make sure that I can drink first before I do that. But I'm pretty stinking excited because now we are ready to make an efficient run towards the end of this challenge. We've wrapped up, I believe, all of our coastal highway destinations. We have Mountaineer's Hut, Lonely Lighthouse, Stone Church. Almost said Lonely Island. Stone Church, Cinder Hills Coal Mine. I'm never not going to be able to think of that now whenever I go to that lighthouse. And the Crumbling Highway basement. Now, the Mountaineer's Hut is, of course, not in Pleasant Valley, but in Timberwolf Mountain. But we have to go back through Pleasant Valley, and we'll get to that point. Why did I stay almost an extra half day in the barn? And I've clearly stayed an extra full day in the Quonset garage, just completely unnecessary. And we're going to spend another 6 hours right here. But it's just for the purpose of getting going at daybreak. Why don't we go ahead and say 5 hours? Actually, I think what I'll do is I'll wait until it gets to about 2. Yep, now we're going to hit escape. We're going to sleep. And then hopefully wake up able to travel quite effectively. So, the first destination we need to reach. Yeah, we're completely within carrying capacity now, and it's amazing. Before I leave, let's do just a quick check, because I'm about to hit the road. God, I've got so much stuff. Just not necessary. But it is. It is necessary. But I'm below my carrying capacity, so I'm not even going to worry about it. Let's wander in this direction. There we go. We'll go out the front door. Why not? Why the heck not? Let's go. And I've got out the revolver, of course, because I want to scare off any wolves that might come my way. But we are going to just move pretty quickly in the directions that we need to now, because there's no reason to linger. I might be able to grab some water from the houses that are coming up on the right. Typically, in higher difficulty runs, the houses that I'm about to pass are burned out completely. But in this case, it should be fine. Should be okay. We'll see. Because as we've seen from this run, this is not high difficulty. Not just the run, but just the loot tables have been absurd. It's like a major driving force for me in terms of like moving towards the next challenges. Like, let's get away from the high-end loot tables and get to the really, really ridiculous stuff, please. I want some scarcity, for God's sake. Give me some stuff that's hard to find. Like, I'm currently walking down this, it's early morning. It's really windy. This would be a very cold morning on most higher difficulties. And look, I actually am losing a very small bit. Let's look. Yeah, because it's right at freezing right now. But now I'm gaining it again. So the temperature is rising because the sun's coming up. But temperature meter is just full. Completely full. No problem. Full. It's absurd. Hello, woodpecker. So there's a prop deer right there. Somebody made a really bad prop deer joke, either in comments or during a live premiere recently, and I still haven't forgiven them for it. You know who you are. You know who you are. Called out. Sorry. You make a dad joke that bad, I will remind you of it for all time. Ooh, weather's getting worse. So we're currently making our way towards the Crumbling Highway, which is the transition zone. Oh, no, maybe it's getting better. It's the transition zone between Coastal Highway and Desolation Point. And I'm pretty excited about it. Knowing me, I've forgotten my bedroll, because that would be my luck. I'm kidding, I haven't. I haven't dropped it anywhere, haven't needed to. I've been sleeping in beds, because this is Coastal Highway, and there are houses everywhere. Even on higher difficulty, you can always find several houses in this zone. The only, I would say maybe, oh wow. So these are still kind of burned out, aren't they? No, they're not. There are at least 2 that are standing. But I would say the only zone that has more standing buildings on average than Coastal Highway is Milton. On average. Because it always varies. The lower the loot table settings, the higher the difficulty, the more houses will be burned out. So I'm just stopping into these houses to get water. That's literally it. I'm not going to get anything else. Because I don't need anything else. Although there is a granola bar right there. But I don't care. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Water, water, water. Gimme. Give me that potable water. And I will make sure, yep, let's not have any of that. Let's drink some so that we're not encumbered. And we're still slightly encumbered there, so let's see what we can drop to do away with that. I can probably just drop some of the water, to be completely honest. Although there's also an argument for dropping... There's an argument for dropping a number of things. I think we've eaten enough dog food this run, don't you? Probably. I could drop the revolver. But the revolver is handy to have if I want to scare off a wolf and keep moving. Yeah, let me just drop a little bit of that water. And see, now I'm not even going to worry about going into the other house. I'm just going to keep moving. Let's keep moving. See what we can get done. I'm pretty ready at this point. Like, I've got some other series going on the channel now. At the moment of this recording, I have 2 other concurrent series running with more planned as the channel is spinning back up to full speed. As I was telling someone just this morning, I am running the channel in a full-time capacity now. If that hasn't been clear, I haven't like said that outright, but if it's not obvious to everyone, like at the moment, this is not just a side job hobby for Hadrian like it was in the past. Even when I had 3 or 4 series going at a time in the past, that was always during a time when I was doing it in addition to very like demanding additional work in completely different spheres. That is currently not a thing. So all these concurrent series are starting to add up. But now that I've got that running, it's like I'm feeling a little bit more like myself, and I'm ready to pursue some tougher challenges. We're still going to go through them in order. We're going to stay committed to the task. But it's going well, I suppose is what I'm trying to say. It's going well. Let's get these ketchup chips. Why not? There's really no point for me stopping in this car. Ooh, a flare. I'll take that at least, because that could be handy if I need light in order to keep moving. I'll probably have a slight bias towards picking up more flares. Hi, woodpecker. Towards the end of this challenge, just because those will enable me to travel at night and stay moving. Because we now have not only very nice temperature protection, but we have like a lot of carrying capacity and just the ability to stay moving. We also have a lot of coffee, for that matter. So the ability to stay energized. We could finish the rest of this run without sleeping. Don't do it, Hadrian. Don't get any crazy ideas. Let's keep this simple. The challenges will get harder on their own. All right, so this is the Crumbling Highway, and we need to visit the Crumbling Highway basement. Now, the interesting thing, there is one more destination on the list that I'm not 100% on in terms of like knowing that it in fact is the one I need to go to. No one's mentioned it in the comments the way that they kind of mentioned, you might have the wrong idea about the Mountaineer's Hut, Hadrian. So I don't know for sure. And I'm kind of disinclined to think that I've made a mistake because I haven't heard from anyone. No one's tried to backseat me on my wrongness about where the Cinder Hills coal mine is. So we'll see. You will soon see. All right, here's the basement. Here's our next location. Here's the basement in the Crumbling Highway. So let's take a look around and see what we have. That is some spray paint. Useful spray paint. Love it. Check this drawer. Check that drawer.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Hey, more accelerant. To replace some of the accelerant that I've already picked up. We have spraying risk, but that's not going to last because I'm going to drink water while I'm here. Don't need the jeans, don't need the wool socks, don't need the simple tools. I think, yeah, I also don't need that particular reclaimed wood. Yeah, bedroll. Let's do this. Let's be quick about it. Oh, spraying risk. Oh yeah, because I just put the bedroll down. Of course the spraying risk healed. Okay, so I do need to eat a little bit. Let's go ahead and focus on condition. Yep, we're going to eat the lower condition stuff. This will give us reason to drink more water too. I'm just going to go ahead and completely top my stomach off. Oh, that was only a partially consumed maple syrup there, so I'm glad I got that out of the way. All right, and that should more or less do it. Yeah, that's good enough for me. Let's now drink some water and begin our run here at the basement. See how quickly we can do this. I want to pass time until... How tired am I? Yeah, let's pass time for like 8 hours. Trying to synchronize this. There's probably not much of a point to it, but I'm trying to synchronize it somewhat with the clock. Might not have done it right, though. It was earlier in the day than I thought it was, which makes sense, because I did leave at the crack of dawn, didn't I? Yep. All right, well, in that case, let's add 4 more hours. And then we should be able to sleep quite nicely. Yeah, there's that sprain risk, because we're getting tired. All right, done. How we doing? Yep, we can sleep for about 9 hours. Let's drink. Sorry to interrupt your yawn, Jennifer. By the way, for those of you who are newer to the channel who might not understand all of my memes, I don't think I've actually mentioned this vocally. I've mentioned it in the comments, but I haven't mentioned it while I've been commentating. For those of you who don't know, the reason that I call Astrid Jennifer, and the reason that I call... well, you haven't seen in this series, but I call Will Mackenzie Mark. The reason that I do that is that Jennifer Hale and Mark Meir are two of my favorite voice actors. The reason they're two of my favorite voice actors is that they are the voice actors not only of these two roles, the male and female survivor, and Will Mackenzie and Astrid Green. Is it Greenwood or Astrid Green? In The Long Dark, but they're also the voices of male and female Commander Shepard in the famous Mass Effect series. So, yeah, I definitely refer to these two by the names I know them best as. That's why I constantly say Jennifer and not Astrid. For those of you who didn't know, most of you watching this already know, but for those who didn't, there you go. And I don't think I've mentioned that before, but just to clarify, let's go ahead and pass a little bit more time. Also, I'm going to need to drink at some point soon. Should show me when my thirst is getting particularly bad. And even if it doesn't, I'm going to regain the health that I lose from being thirsty. It's not going to kill me that quick. Yeah, see, I'm not going to worry about it. So I'm going to take a bit of a health hit here. Okay, so now we've used up that calorie store. Let's go ahead and I'll drink this soda. drink that soda. And I don't have any tea on me. I mean, I have tea that I can make, but I don't have any tea outright. Sardines are never a good idea, but I'll go ahead and eat some sardines just for the additional water value. And notice that the game is giving me... You can't tell me there's not context-sensitive music. There are just so many times where it just comes in perfectly, just like it did right there. Like, come on. This is one of the most ominous tracks in the game, and you expect us to believe, as faithful players of the Long Dark Hinterland, you expect us to believe that you don't program little musical cues for when things might be about to go wrong. Sorry, I don't believe you. I don't care how much you tell us, it's not a thing. I don't believe you. It is a thing. Even if it's just in my head, okay? Let me have my memes. They don't hurt anybody. Okay, so let's pass the time for... Yep. Let's just do 12 hours again. Why not? We need to get out of here. It's pretty amazing when I think about it, how close we are to being done with this challenge. Completely. Utterly and completely. One of many. This is the easiest. There are harder ones to come, and I'm very much looking forward to getting to the top tier because, again, I haven't done any of those challenges at all. But the mid tier is going to be fun, too, because we're going to be chased by a bear. A really, really mean old bear with spears in its hide. And yet it's still alive. Not a zombie bear, but it is a mean bear. Okay. Sort by condition. Let's continue to do this. This, of course, will, unfortunately, take a chunk out of my thirst. So maybe I should have grabbed the additional water. Yeah, hindsight's 20/20. I should have actually grabbed the additional water and been a little bit encumbered.
Snow if the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
It would have been worth the risk. All right, so I'm plowing through my sardines now at a pretty rapid rate just because they've got water in them, and they're helping me a little bit with that. Yep, ate all my sardines, not one single case of food poisoning. How about that? I will take it. All right, drink some water. And how we doing? We're at 2.1 days. So now we sleep 4. As many hours as the game will give us. Again, it's probably going to be about 7. We know this rhythm by now. We've done it several times. But we're almost done. I can taste it. I can feel it. I can feel the light at the end of the tunnel. And the moosehide satchel, as frivolous as you can argue that was, it's going to enable me to get where I need to go, you know, without running into encumbrance so often. So that's going to be nice. Let me drink a little bit more water here. And now we will pass time for 12 hours. And this will bring us very close. Probably, if I'm doing the math right, 3-4 hours away from being able to leave. I didn't space out the rest in quite the same way that I have. So like the rhythm that you might have been accustomed to if you're watching the series through in the backlog, just episode to episode. I've had several recording sessions of other games in between the last time I played this and when you're watching this. So if there seems like a break in my rhythm, that's why. Channel's back, baby. And it feels so good. Let's see. Drink a little bit more water. That's going to be the last of the water, though. Interestingly enough. So now, let's see how close I am to being done. Yeah, 0.9 days. So I can get away with maybe 2 hours of sleep, which will be kind of perfect, actually. And then I can drink some coffee, which will help with my hydration. Got it. Crumbling Highway basement is done. And that'll also give me some energy back, which is quite useful. And now I get to find out if I was right about that mine and the mysterious lack of comments trying to tell me that I might have the wrong idea. I picked up my bedroll, right? For God's sake, yes, I did. All right. Oh, its condition is 47%. I need to repair that thing. Not that it matters too much, but, you know. You can pick up your shell casings while you're reloading the revolver, FYI. It's actually one of the safest times to do so, because you're not going to pull the trigger on that thing. It wouldn't matter if you did, because the cylinder is away from the firing pin. So everything I said about how you can use trigger discipline while using this revolver, you don't have to worry as much in that exact moment. You can still have your finger on the trigger. Hey, a dead guy. Ooh, and a backpack. Bandage. If there's something to drink in here, I'll take it. There's not. Stacy's grape soda? I will take it. Not just any grape soda, Stacy's grape soda. You know, that is so one of our memes on the channel, but at the same time, because it is Stacy is, that's Stacy Plays. She's a long dark, or a long time long dark content creator. She hasn't played as much in recent months and years, as I understand it. She revisited it somewhat recently, but you know, it's kind of weird to like add, for example, we have a barn emote on the channel now, because why wouldn't we? We have a barn emote, and there's a part of me that's tempted to add like a grape soda emote, but you know, that's not, it is our meme, but at the same time it's not our meme, because it's not our grape soda, it's Stacy's grape soda. Now, if they added like a Hadrian's beef jerky to the game, then we could have a beef jerky emote, and everyone could just meme all day in the comments, and we'd be happy. But you know, I'm not gonna hold my breath. Hinterland's been nice enough to me as it is. I don't remember who originally made the Hadrian's beef jerky joke. I think it was at some point on Athenon's channel, and we had a good laugh about it. But I am not the first one to use those words. Okay. Don't need the matches. Just going to search these lockers really quick on the off chance I can find potable things. Because honestly, if I can skip, like, starting a fire... Ooh, worn snow pants. Really? Hang on. Nah, I'm fine with what I've got. If I can skip starting a fire and making more water, not that it would take a ton of time, but if I could skip it, then I would. By the way, where am I? I didn't even look as I came in here. I need that information. Number 3 coal mine. Okay, so... Oh, wait. All right, so this is not Cinder Hills, but I know which one is. Okay. Or at least I'm 99% positive now, with still 1% of uncertainty, so we'll see. Let's traverse this really quickly. Ooh, water. Perfect. That's why I'm searching things in here, because if there are potable goods... Actually, I want that energy bar. Give me that. Thank you. I'll take that lantern fuel, because I'm about to need lantern fuel. Nothing here. There's a rifle cartridge. Nice. Let's keep moving. Lots of coal on the ground. Normally, in a more difficult run, it's very weird to see me going through this mine not picking up the coal, right? Because I would be going to Coastal Highway, or rather, I'd be going to Desolation Point for the forge. And I'd be picking up the coal along the way, because it's very useful to have a bunch of coal when you're making that forge run. And right now, I just don't care. I got my moosehide satchel. That's all I care about. I just thought I saw something on a corner of my eye, and I was like, am I playing freaking Long Dark or Phasmophobia? Jesus. Okay. That caught me off guard. All right, there's another lantern. I'm going to grab that real quick just because I've got the carrying capacity for it. And yeah, moosehide satchel. There you go. That's what it's letting us do. I know it seems a little silly, but that's helpful. Orange soda. I'm going to check these. Ooh, a heavy hammer. I'm going to throw that down. I didn't mean to pick that up, actually. All right. By weight, put that away. Perfect. So we are still just shy of our carrying capacity. And that is that. We have arrived. I can go ahead and put this away. We've arrived in Desolation Point. I'm going to start making my way towards the first of our survival destinations here. But we have approached, or rather we have approached and reached the 26, almost 27-minute mark for this particular episode. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this one here. In the next one, we will probably do at least half, or let's just go ahead and say at least one location. Maybe two in Desolation Point, because Desolation Point is a pretty small, zone in terms of the amount of, I don't normally go around this way, so this is throwing me off, in terms of the amount of space in between different spots that we need to get to. So we're going to move through it faster than we did Coastal Highway and even the zone before that, Mystery Lake, of course. So should be pretty snappy, and then it's just back to Pleasant Valley, and we will be done, unless, of course, we get mauled by an Aurora Bear and have to start over from the beginning, because those are the rules. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time, or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day at 1 p.m. US Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time.